distinguished professional. He brings a wealth of experience and expertise. He's currently serving as a principal tech writer at Red Hat. He's based in NCR and he's made remarkable contributions to the field of technical communication. He's not just an avid writer, but he's also someone who thrives on reading meaningful conversations and then building connections within the tech community. His passion for innovation, really led him to create this RapidDoc, and which we'll be going through today. It's really a powerful style checker tool, which is designed to enhance technical documentation quickly, and I think Gaurav will put more light on it. Um, Moreover to this, he with TWT, he has played a very pivotal role by conducting impactful sessions. He was also in comprehensive GitHub workshop. He led that, and then throughout provoking presentations on AI in tech documentation. Beyond this, he has made multiple contributions that have significantly helped the community to grow and thrive. So please, everybody, join me in welcoming Gaurav Trivedi, whose expertise and dedication continue to inspire many in the field of technical writing. So, Gaurav, can you please get onboarded now and let's start? Are you
Sure.
there?
Thank you. Yeah, I am here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Anshita. Um, Let me share my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. So, thank you so much everyone for joining in, and I'm very excited to present you RapidDoc, and it's kind of open source style guide checker wherein you can upload your content and you can get the immediate feedback on where your content lacks with respect to the style guide you are using. So if you are using Microsoft manual style of technical publications, it will tell you that. If you are using IBM, if you are using Chicago manual, or for the matter of fact, any other style guide, it will tell you everything. The best part is it's open source, so you are welcome to contribute to it. You can clone it, you can do whatever you want, you can customize it. So it's up to you what you want to do with this tool. So let's move further. In today's presentation or demo, I'll be covering like about the tool, what is the tool all about, how to use it. So there will be a demo and we will be working hand in hand to use this tool. And then there are customization options. So there, in many organizations, we have our own style guides. Like we call it supplementary style guides, or we call like there is a top-up kind of stuff. So if you want to customize the tool, it's highly customizable. You can add, edit, delete, whatever you want. There is no permission issue as such. You can do whatever you want with the tool. And then there is a roadmap for future updates. So I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. Let's dive into what this tool is all about. So about RapidDoc, as I have already told, it's kind of open source style guide checker. So you can view the repositories. I hope, let me share the link. So this is the style guide repository. Let me put it in the chat. You can fork it and we will see what you do or what we will be doing with that fork. So it's a style guide checker. It compares your content with the style guide that you are using. Any of the style guides, MSTP, IBM, or any other style guide. Then it has AI capabilities as well. Currently, it uses natural language processing for the suggestions. So it has Spacey, it has multiple other Python libraries that we have. And then it's highly customizable. So you can customize it as per your needs. You can play with the user interface, you can add more functionalities, or you can update the existing ones to ensure it meets your organization standards, and it gives you score as well. So once you upload your content, it gives your score, like it evaluates you on your writing, it evaluates you on your content length, like the length of the sentences, the complexness of the sentences, and many other parameters are there. You can see, we will talk about those parameters in our demo. And without wasting any further time, let's straight away jump to the demo because that's where the real thing is happening. So first and foremost, I have given you this link. I want you to fork this repository. How to fork it? You have to, currently, since I am the owner of this repository, I don't have this fork button enabled, but for you, it will be enabled. I hope you all have a GitHub account. If not, you can create right here, right now, and then click on this fork button and you will be able to fork this repository. Let me know if everyone has forked this repository. Just add your comments, raise your hands, thumbs up, thumbs down, you need time, anything. So you have to, Nimisha, you have to at first create, I hope you have a GitHub account and only then you will be able to fork. Thank you, Arun. I would like to see few more comments in the chat box before moving further. Successful, unsuccessful, it does not matter. Just let me know if you are able to or unable to fork the repository. All you need to do is go to this link. If you don't have an account, create one. It's very easy. Takes hardly takes 5 or 10 seconds. And then click here, this fork button. As you can see, it's disabled for me, but for you, it will be enabled. Thank you, Puneet. Thank you, Tanushri. Come on, few more. And those who are in the listening mode, it's best as well because you can always review the recording later. But if you can join in and practice it online, it's great. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Bala Subramaniam. Okay, so I hope most of you are able to fork this repository. Now, once you have forked it, all you have to do is, since we have already touched based on our recording, and you have already completed the prerequisites. Let me close this instance. Yeah, you have already completed the prerequisites. I want you to open this Visual Studio Code. Once you open this Visual Studio Code, we have to actually open the terminal inside Visual Studio Code. And so we have opened the Visual Studio Code. I think we all have that Visual Studio Code with us. We have opened the terminal. And now we will go back again to the repository that we have forked. So not this link. We do not have to go back to this link. We have to go back to the forked repository instance. The reason I'm asking you to fork this repository is we will be customizing it. So it will remain in your repository. And once you go to your forked repository in the HTTPS, when HTTPS is highlighted, just click on this copy button, copy URL to clipboard. Once you copy the URL, you have to go back to your terminal. Let's move to desktop. So currently I am on, as you can see, I am in users. I am inside Gaurav folder. I want to go to desktop. Now I am on desktop. Here I'll be creating a directory. And the directory name, let's keep it as style. So you have to at first go to your desktop, and then in the desktop, we will be creating a directory known as style. And inside, now we have to go inside style. So cd style. So now our path is users Gaurav desktop style. So we are inside style. Now once you are inside style, type git clone and paste the URL that you got and press enter. Let me know if everyone is on this screen and they are able to clone the repository in the comments box. Yes, no, difficult, if any difficulty is there. Manjunath, thank you, Bala. Manju, could you please let me know the issue that you are experiencing if you are able to unmute yourself?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I did not follow that procedure. Can you show it once again?
sure, sure. At first, you once you open this Visual Studio Code, you have to go to View and then you have to click on Terminal.
Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. View. Yeah,
And once you open the terminal, you will see like PSC users and your name or something on these lines in your terminal. You have to type this cd desktop or any place that you want to create your repository or folder. But I have selected desktop, so maybe you can select desktop as well. And once you cd desktop, you will see this. The path will be updated and a desktop will be added next to your username. And then you have to type mkdir style. So what we are doing with this command, we are creating a directory. It's a make directory command. And then we are giving the directory name, which is style. cd means change directory. So we have changed directory to desktop. Now we are making a directory, a new one, and the name is style. Now, once we create a directory, we have to move again inside that one. So we again change the directory to style. So cd style,
yeah,
and then you can see your path becomes like this. Style gets added next to desktop, and that then you have to write git. This was already covered in prerequisites that you have to download git. So you have to write git, and then you have to write clone and the URL that you copied, the GitHub URL. Git clone and the copied URL. Okay, so I see 3 comments. It would really help if I can get few more. Yes, no. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you, Manjunath. Any more comments? A couple of more. Are you experiencing any difficulty? Let me know. Thank you, Anubhav. Thank you, Sebastian. Okay. So now that we have cloned the repository, you can see the content of the repository. If you go to desktop, you will see this style folder over here. And once you open this style folder, you will see you will have this style.guide.io that you have cloned. And inside this, you will see all these files. I hope everyone can see this. So all you need to do is go to your desktop, select styles, that the directory that you just created, and then you basically double click it and you will see the content. Wonderful. Now it's time to go back to your Visual Studio Code, and we will be typing ls. So ls means list. So once we type ls, we see this style.guide.io. Now we want to go inside this style.guide.io. So we again want to change the directory. So we will be typing cd, and you can simply copy this from here or type it whatever you like and paste it and press enter. So after typing ls, you can see you have only one directory inside it. And we want to again go back in go inside this directory. So we changed directory to style.guide.io, and now we are inside style.guide.io. And if you do a ls here, you will see this app get more readme requirements.txt run.py. This is similar to what we saw in the UI as well, like app get ignore readme requirements.txt run. Now here you need to type code and dot space dot code space dot. So what this does is it opens this path in a new Visual Studio Code window. If you do not like to do this, there is a other way around, but this is one of the simplest thing to open a repository in Visual Studio Code immediately. So code.io, sorry, code space and then a dot. Code space then a dot, and as soon as you press enter, you will get a new Visual Studio Code wherein you will have these things already selected for you or opened for you. There is another way wherein you can click on file and then you can click on open folder. Once you click on open folder, you have to go to desktop, and then herein you have to select style, this one, and style.guide.io, and then at the bottom right you have to click on select folder. So this again will open the same thing for you, but this is doing everything from a single window, so we do not have to scroll here and there. Let me know if everyone is on this Visual Studio Code instance wherein you see app get ignore readme requirements.txt run.py in the comments box. Great, Manjri, Kunal, thank you so much. A couple of more would really help. Thank you, Bala. I hope you don't mind me calling you Bala. Okay, let's move. So as you can see, if you go back to this GitHub version, I mean to say the repository, you will see I have a README file over here. So let me, to all those who do not know what a README file is, so it generally tells you about what a project is all about, what that project contains, how to run that or work on that project, how to contribute, and anything that a repository owner wants you to know. So it will have everything. So for me, what I have in the README file, I gave a brief description that it is a Python-based tool that analyzes your content based on Microsoft manual style of technical publications. Then have a couple of features, listed some features you can read, always read, it's completely for you. And then you have installation. So we have already covered prerequisites in our recording that uh, TWT team shared earlier. And we already covered this prerequisites. We already covered the clone thing. So we git clone and added this. Then we cd'd to this, and then we basically are at a place wherein we see all the files in our Visual Studio Code instance. So we have already completed step number one, and as I see in the comments, we are looking in good shape. Now it's time for step two. So we want to create a virtual environment. Now, why do we want to create a virtual environment? There are three reasons. I won't be delving into details, but the main reason is in any of the Python based projects, you have to download certain libraries. Now, those libraries are kind of intertwined, wherein there are some dependencies with respect to version. Say, for example, for ABC library, you downloaded version 1.0, and for XYZ library, you downloaded version 2.0. Now, these two libraries versions may not be compatible because ABC is compatible with XYZ if the version of ABC is, say, for example, 0.1. So to maintain this compatibility, almost all the Python based projects will have this requirements.txt file. Almost all the Python based projects will have these. And if you are using Docker, basically you will have a Docker file and all the dependencies listed over there to create the images. But that's a separate ball game. But since we are talking about simply Python based, normal Python based projects, there will be requirements.txt file 100%. Now inside that requirements.txt file, you will have these versions mentioned. So say for example, Blinker is compatible with Bliss if the version is 0.7.111 for Bliss, and the Blinker is 1.9. If you change the version, they will these programs or these libraries or whatever they are, they won't be compatible with the um, they won't be compatible, and you won't be able to work on your project. So that's why we have requirements.txt file where all the versions are defined. Now, what you need to do, so I was on like, why do you need to create a virtual environment? Now, what happens if you directly download these things? What you can do, you can go to view, you do not have to do this currently. What I'm just explaining, you can go to open a terminal, and then you can directly run the requirements.txt install requirements.txt command. This one. For better visualization purposes, I'm going to this pip install -r requirements.txt. You can directly run this. But what happens if you run this command directly without creating a virtual environment? It installs on your system, and it may impact other projects that you are working on or that you have on your systems, because you have installed it on your system. But if you create a virtual environment and install it there, then there is a kind of a box, and the box is your own project where everything gets installed. Now if you delete that box, everything's get deleted, so it is not installed on your system, and it won't impact any other project. So that's why we create a virtual environment for each and every Python based projects that we work on, or basically any project that uses any of the languages we work on, because we do not want the dependencies to interfere with any other project. So these are dependencies for us. So to create a virtual environment, you can go back if and select this command. It won't be, this is for um, this command python 3 hyphen m venv venv, but ensure if you are using this command or Windows, remove this 3. So it will be python hyphen m venv venv. So the command will be something like
Gaurav,
this.
Gaurav, one question.
Yes, please.
This ensures that they have Python installed, right?
Yes, and it was already mentioned in the prerequisites.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Just, I mean, for others, I'm asking. Okay, sure.
Yeah. So this is the command if you are on Windows. Currently, I'm on Windows, so I have typed Python -m virtual environment. We want to create a virtual environment, VENV, and this is the name that we are giving for our virtual environment, which is VENV. And as soon as you press enter, you will see VENV folder will get created. So I pressed enter, and as you can see, a VENV folder got created, or a directory. You will get a pop-up. You can select yes or no, but I generally select yes for all the pop-ups without reading it. So that's my default thing. But you can read and select yes or no. So Python -m VENV, once you press enter, you will see this VENV created over here. Now next step is to activate this. So to activate the virtual environment, you have to run this VENV scripts activate. What this means, that VENV, this got created VENV, then inside it you will find scripts,
Uh,
and inside that you will find activate script.
Hello, I'm Manjunath here. I'm not able to.
Mhm.
I'm not able to get to the typing terminal. I'm in this app git ignore readme.md and all those things. But where do I type the command that you gave, the creating for the virtual environment?
Okay, yeah. So for that you have to go to view top
Okay.
here,
Uh,
and then you have to click on terminal this thing.
oh, again. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll just copy
Yep.
that.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
So once you create the VENV, you have to activate it. And for activate, you have to run this command. Directly copy this from here and paste it. So it will be VENV virtual environment. So which is this, and then you go to scripts. So it will be inside this. This is the one where it will go, and then it will run the scripts. This is the activate script. So once you have typed it or copied and pasted it, you have to press enter.
Yeah. Can you repeat this one once again? That VENV thing. I've created that. So we have to go to this VENV folder here.
No, no, what I was explaining it, what this command is doing. So
Okay.
basically once you paste it, you have to press enter. But I was explaining the command that what it is doing is in the VENV. So as you can see, here is the VENV, and then inside VENV, we have this script. So this is the scripts folder, and then there is a activate script, which is this. So it goes inside this VENV, then inside scripts, it will run the activate script basically. So you have to press enter, and as soon as you press enter, your virtual environment will get created. And currently, if you see, I have over PS, that is PowerShell, and a virtual environment will be shown before PowerShell. So now, as you can see, VENV, this thing is shown for me. My virtual environment got created. I hope everyone is able to create the virtual environment. If no, let me know.
I'm not able to do that.
Okay,
I'll
so
just have to go to. Hold on. Yeah. I have to.
to create the virtual environment, all you need to do is at first go to view and then open terminal, and then you have to run this Python
Yeah.
-m
Mm,
VENV, and then press enter, and then you have to run this script.
okay.
Only two commands are needed to create a virtual environment. Rest, I was just adding some kind of nonsense to my commands.
Okay, so just for information of others, Gaurav, in case they are also using Windows. So for example, I'm getting this error message that it cannot be loaded because running a script is disabled on this system. So if you are getting such messages, then that's issue with your system. You need to fix it first.
Yeah. Cannot be
And
loaded.
if
Yeah.
you are,
Even I got. Yeah.
so if you are getting that
Gaurav, I also see the same error.
okay, okay, got you. So to run the script, what we can do, we can fix it later. What you can do, what you can follow. Basically, this is just kind of good to have thing, creating virtual environment, but it won't hamper you running the project altogether. What we can do is we can run this command directly without creating the um virtual environment. But since for all those who have created the virtual environment, it's good. If you are unable to create virtual environments, it's good again. What you need to do is you just need to copy and paste this pip install -r requirements.txt.
Um, hey, hi Gaurav, this is
Yeah.
Tanushree. I had a quick query. Um I'm currently using Mac. So as your README file says that there is a separate a command which you've used. I mean, in Mac OS we're creating the bin folder for Activate. So
Yes.
the content which you showed for your Activate folder was
Mm.
different from what I see in my Mac OS. So is it supposed to be different, the content?
Yes,
I can
so as
share
you
the
can
screen.
see on Mac Linux, you have to over here it will be bin which is created. On Windows it will scripts will be created. So inside bin you will find this activate, and in Windows you will find this activate. So yes, there is some difference, and moreover for Windows and Linux you have to add the source as well. So in order to make run that activate script,
Noted. Thank
so
you.
it will be different for Mac OS and Linux.
Gaurav, it is downloading some .whl file. Is that correct?
Yes, it will download many things. Let me run the command. So what you need to do is pip install -r requirements.txt, and you have to press enter. Once you press enter, what it will do, it will download all the things that you have there in requirements.txt. It will download annotated types, blinker, blaze, catalog, click, cloud path, colorma, flask, everything.
Yeah, it is being downloaded.
Yep,
I had another quick query, Gaurav. Sorry to interrupt.
no problem.
So what we are downloading right now, is this the Python library which we were discussing about just a few minutes ago?
Yes, we are downloading now is everything that we have listed in the requirements.txt file.
Okay, okay. All the packages which we have listed in the
Yes,
requirements.txt, we are
yes,
downloading on. Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
yes. It will take some time. Maybe for some of you, it can take 2 to 3 minutes. For some of you, it can take 1 minute, but it will ultimately download everything for you. So if you have created virtual environment, it's good. If you have not created a virtual environment, just go ahead and run this command directly, and it will start downloading everything that you have in your requirements.txt file.
Gaurav, hey Gaurav, this is Bishari here. For some reasons, I don't know, my chats are not getting loaded. Probably, someone would have answered my question. So I just wanted to understand about the RapidDoc. So does it only compare the content with the style guide that's fed into the tool? Or say, for example, does it first, check for the violations in the content that we parse through it, and then it also produces the suggested content? Or is it just it just does the comparison and generate the scores?
No, so what it does many things.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the workflow is you have your content, and that content is basically in a PDF format or .docx format or .md, .html, .adoc, in any format. You have content,
Mm-hmm.
and once you have content, you go ahead and upload your content in RapidDoc. We will see how to upload or what we need to do. Okay, let's park this question because things are going to
Sure,
be
sure,
excited,
absolutely.
and this question will get answered automatically in future.
Sure,
what the
sure.
tool does
Thanks.
basically.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Gaurav.
So
Thanks.
once you, no problem. Thank you so much. So once you basically run this pip install -r requirements.txt file, at the end you will get something like this.
Yeah.
If you are getting something like this, it's good. If you're not getting something like this, it's good as well. But um, you will have something on these lines. Let me know if we have reached this stage in the comments box. Thank you, Bala. A couple of more comments, please, for those who are able to download. Reached. Thank you, Manjunath. Getting the error. What kind of error you are getting, Arun, please?
Um, Gaurav, I am also getting an error after the the lines which you showed, the installation upgrade. I see an error named sub process exited with error. I can share a screenshot, but as somebody mentioned just
So,
before, the chat is not opening. So yeah, I'm not able to share the screenshot either.
no problem, no problem. So, Arun, could you please let me know what you get once you type this? Just a sec. Python hyphen version. So, what do you get once you type this? Do you get this or any other version? To all those who are not getting this exact version, requirements.txt will fail because that's what I told in the
Mhm.
prerequisites.
And also, Aruna, you may want to check the command actually. Pip install, there is one space, and after that, there is a hyphen R and there is a space kind of a thing. So you may also want to check that command, the execution.
Yes, yeah, here
Yeah,
is a
you're getting
space.
right. Yeah, so that space is there. So maybe it is taking that as a wrong command. Pip
Thank you,
install
Manjunath, for
hyphen R.
catching
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And Tanushree, for you, could you please, I'm not sure, like what kind of error you are getting. Just copy and paste the error here. We can look and we can see if we can find some solution immediately or we can look it afterwards.
Sure thing, sure thing. Thank you.
Okay, coming back to this, we have installed all the required libraries, packages, and what are not. And now what we are going to do is we are going to, that's all you need to do. So initially, basically, it looked like we have to do many things, but in reality, this is not more than 4 or 5 minutes setup. So once everything is done and dusted, what you need to do, you need to type Python and then you have to type run.py. So this is the command that you need to type, Python run.py. So what this command is going to do, it is going to find this file, which is run.py, and it is going to create, it is going to run the instance. Now you might be wondering, this is a small Python file. How come it knows what it needs to do? The real thing lies over here from app, import create app. So if you see app, herein everything is listed. So even though this is looking small to the eyes and pleasing to the eyes, the real thing is happening inside the app directory, wherein all the rules are listed, all the advanced analysis, utilities are listed, and templates are listed. Everything is listed over here. So for this, we have to run .py, Python run.py, but it goes and fetches everything that we have in this app directory. So Python run.py and press enter. Now, as soon as you press enter, it will give you a local host URL. Wait a second, and it will be greeted with a localhost URL
It is
like
giving me a
this.
warning. This is a developer server. Do not use it in production deployment, something like that.
Yes, yes, it is a developer server. We are not going
Ah,
to use it in production. Yes.
okay.
So
Yeah,
you
now I am
are
here.
going to
Yeah.
get this running on HTTP. You have to copy this HTTP 127.0. You can simply copy it, go to your web browser, open a new tab and paste this entire thing. You can directly click and open the web browser from there as well, but this is kind of easy. Press enter. As soon as you press enter, you will see the site can't be reached error. Something happened for me, I guess. Do-do-do-do. Okay, my virtual environment got, sorry, my production, my developer server got disabled. Copy, paste.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the one. You will get this. Actually, my virtual environment, what this development server got disabled, and I had to run it again. But once you open it, you will get this RapidDoc support, and then upload document, overall content analysis report, document content, and feedback. So currently, the UI may not be very eye pleasing, but it does the trick, and I'll be making it eye pleasing soon, and with added in functionalities. But this is the basic UI. You upload your document, it analyzes. There are multiple packages, libraries, and there we have integrated natural language processing as well. So we basically analyze your content, and it's all on your system. Like we have DeepSeek. So China has released a new version for DeepSeek, which can be used on locally on your laptop without any kind of external intervention. So if you use ChatGPT, you cannot use it locally, but you can use DeepSeek locally. Similar to that, we have this style checker tool. It will, you can use it locally, and there is no internet connection required at all. So there is no concern for privacy. The content is there on your systems. You are not sharing it over any URL or something on these lines. So basically, it's sitting on your system, checking and doing everything you want it to do. Upload your document, it will analyze your document for the length of your content. It will score you, it will give you a score like how well your content is structured, it is written. So the score is based on the structure of the content, how well you have structured your content, how complex are your sentences, how lengthy are your sentences, the keywords, the metaphors, if you have used any, because in technical docs we don't use metaphors. So it checks, it has over 100 parameters to check your content, and then score you based on those parameters. And then it will give you feedback like where your content is falling short. So it will compare your content with the Microsoft manual style of technical publications, and then it will give you feedback like your this sentence is not in line with what is written in MSTP. Your that sentence is not in line with what is written in MSTP. It will give you feedback. You implement those feedback, and then you upload your file again. If it everything is good, it won't give you any feedback, and it will say like well done or whatever it says. The question is, does it only compare your content with the MSTP? No. If you have IBM style guide, it will compare your content against that. If you have this Chicago manual style of technical publications, it will compare your content against that. Now, what I am going to do is, this is something, let's what I am going to tell you is, if you have any any kind of file, let me at first,
What
this
if I
one.
have my own style guide?
Yeah, if you have your own style guide, you can customize it. I will be covering that part
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, sure.
in this demo. I will be covering that part. Um, just a second. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to test the content. And in order to test the content, I should have some content. Now, if you have any kind of documents with you, whether it is in the .dx, .doc format, .pdf format, .md format, any format, you can go ahead and try an upload feature. But before that, I really want to give you some content so that if you do not have any kind of content with you, you can try this one because it is full of errors and
Okay, Gaurav, one question. So in this case, I think you have fed Microsoft Style Guide, right, with your RapidDoc
yes,
tool.
yes.
So now my question is, say, for example, it may be a scenario when I am adding a note, okay, or a paragraph in my existing content, and I would want the style checker to check the piece of content that I had added. So in
Mhm.
this case, it is not possible for the tool to apply all the rules that are there in the Microsoft style guide for that piece of content. So do you have any decision making framework, incorporated within your architecture so that it decides, okay, for that piece of content that has been parsed through the tool, only these, such and such rules would be applicable, and according to the rules that are applied, I should be getting the score or the overall analysis report.
So, see, that's a good use case to be precise. But what it does is it reviews your content that you uploaded. Now, it does not have it basically it does not know what content you updated. It will review content from top to bottom, whether it has already reviewed your content or it's the third review, fourth review. It won't know about the changes you have made. What you can do while uploading the document, you can remove the content which was good, and where you did not get any kind of feedback from the system. You can remove that content, keep the content on which you want feedback one, and then upload your file. So if you just upload the file on which you need some feedback, it covers the use case that you are talking about. But yes, to make things more easygoing, probably we can add this feature wherein
Yeah.
it knows what all content it has already reviewed and what all content it has to review now. But
Yeah.
as see, everything has some kind of bypass thing, so we
Correct.
can bypass this rule with by uploading only relevant content that we want to review.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I just wanted to understand, because what happens is it might not be the use case for me to, I might spend a lot of time if I have to have the tool checker to review the entire of my content, the whole topic, which is not required in my case. So say for example, I just
Right.
add one sentence. So I would not want the tool to review the entire content. So that might take a lot of time, right? So that's the reason I just wanted to understand how is it, deciding that, okay, these and rule the so and so rules are applicable for that sentence that I parsed through the tool.
No, no, that's a good question, and we can for sure add this one, but you can bypass that rule by only uploading the relevant content. Yeah. Okay, so if you have your content with you, it's great. If you do not have any content with you, I have once you copy this one, what you need to do is I
Gaurav, can you
will
repeat? I think for a
okay,
minute
I
your
have to
voice
open
was
it
breaking.
again. Okay, just a second, Puneet. I'll repeat myself. I have to open actually my cloned instance. So actually, mistakenly, I closed my virtual environment and I'm going to create, activate it, sorry. It's already created. And then I'm going to python run.py. Okay, it got created. I hope it runs this time. Yep. So what I was saying is, if you have some content with you, it's good. You can go ahead and upload. Um, we will see how to upload the content. But if you do not have any content with you that you want to test, what you can do is copy this, the content that I have shared in the chat. Copy this. Once you copy that content, come back to your Visual Studio Code and open readme.md file and paste it over here. Paste it, I mean to say delete whatever the existing content it has and paste it. So this is just for testing purposes. So what I did is I copied this, came back to my Visual Studio Code instance and deleted the existing content from readme.md file and pasted it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this readme.md file. But if you have a document with you, .docx, .pdf, or any other document that you want to upload in your system, or that you want to upload to this tool, you can do that. But if you do not have any thing currently on your system that you want to upload, you can basically do what I just suggested. Now let's go back to the UI and click on choose file. So once you click on choose file, you have to go to desktop. So this is me uploading the content that I copied and pasted in the chat. I'll go to style. I'll go to styleguide.io and then I'll click on this readme. Click once and click on open. Readme, open. So readme.md got selected over here. Now it says that it accepts PDF, Markdown, ASCII, Word, text, whatever you want. And then you have to click on upload. Once you click on upload, it says that, okay, your average quality score is 0 because your content is very bad. And you have only one paragraph, which is right. And the word count is 256. And your content needs significant revision. So this was my content. And as you can see, it tells everything. It suggests like use ensure to mean to make certain, don't use can. These are all the things that it suggested. These are all the errors that I have, and my writing score was 0 because it had way more errors than it was expecting.
Yeah. This it is comparing this with the MSTP, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Similarly,
What
if you
I did,
have,
yeah. What
sorry. Similarly, if we will come back to if you want to use any other style guide, for that you have to do some work and we will come to that. So if you want to use a PDF kind of question document, let's see if I want to use one of my cover letters. I click on upload. So it says that average quality score is 8. Now it is 8, paragraph 2, 408, and it is basically giving me these feedback paragraph wise. So paragraph 1, this is the content and these are the feedback that you have to address. And this is the paragraph 2 and these are the feedback that you have to address. Similarly, I have already showed you PDF. Let's choose a .docx file. This is some of my work that I'm uploading. So this is I have uploaded. Now my quality score is 37. Your content is okay, but could use some improvements. And again, it's paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. So it gives you basically feedback paragraph wise. Paragraph 5, paragraph 6, paragraph 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is all you can test using this tool. And currently, this tool uses MSTP, but we will come to a discussion wherein how to ensure that it is compatible with other style guides. Any
Yeah.
questions? If you are unable to test, getting any error or anything. How about Confluence page review? Praveen, that's a good question. You can download your content, or you can copy the content and uh, you can copy the content and then you can create a text file or a Word file or whatever file you want and you can upload it. So looks like a tool doesn't generate the correct content. So Dishari, we will be coming to that. That's a good question.
Okay, actually, I did not see that in the page, so I thought
Yes, yes, it does not
I'll be
give
happy if
it.
I'm wrong here.
No, 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 no. Actually, you are right. The tool currently gives you feedback on your existing content. It does not generate the entire sentences for you,
Okay.
which are compatible with the um, MSTP or any other style guide. But there is a caveat to it. We will coming to that caveat.
And Gaurav, another question. So, I'm sorry, I think there's an echo. So, Gaurav, in this case, are you, feeding the entire MSTP guide, or have you selected certain portions of the MSTP guide and fed
No,
into the
no.
tool? Because it's
It
huge,
has,
right? So, yeah.
yeah, it is huge. I have written over 3,000 rules myself. So
Mm-hmm.
it is currently compatible with each and every comma that MSTP has.
Okay, so the entire MSTP, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Now let's come back to our PPT and let's talk about the future updates to this tool. What I am going to do with this tool. One, I'm going to expand the rule sets. So currently, as you can see, as we have discussed, this currently supports Microsoft manual style of technical publications. There is a room, or if you want, we will see how the customization happens. But what I'm thinking is I am going to create few more repositories, and that will basically cover IBM, that will cover Chicago and everything. So it's kind of a ready-made solution that I am going to offer soon. But in the meantime, if you are impatient or if you want to try your on your own, you can basically customize this tool. We will see to it how to customize this tool. Then real-time updates. So what I'm going to do is I have already thought about it. Like currently it is giving you just suggestions. So what if the tool gives you sentences as well? Real-time sentences similar to what basically um, what like Grammarly, I'm not sure. I have not seen whether they give complete sentences, they correct words or not. But yes, what I'm thinking, we can use Python and relevant packages, libraries to generate real-time sentences which are compatible with your style guide, whether it's MSTP or any other. So this is going to be one of the major enhancements I'm going to plan along with expanding rule sets. So once you upload your content, like currently it is giving you these feedback. What you can do is you upload your content, it will give you feedback, but it will also suggest the complete sentences which are compatible with the style guide that you are using. Then plugin support. So currently there is a 5-minute setup that we did, like we copied, cloned the repository and pasted it. What I'm thinking is, and this is maybe in far future, like we have these plugins, the .NET install tool, ASCII doc, code spell checker. So these are the plugins that we have inside Visual Studio Code. I'm thinking about making a similar kind of plugin wherein you just click on that and click on, okay, this one is already installed on my system. Markdown lint. So make a plugin and you just click on install and it gets installed automatically. How I am going to do that? I'm not sure. Like I myself is not sure like how I am going to do that. But this is kind of a vision that I have to make it a plugin so that the install process is like clicking just a button. And the last one is GitHub integration. So currently it is all localized and everything is here. But what if someone wants, someone has a repository on GitHub, they create pull requests. So if they create a pull requests, so it integrates within GitHub and displays feedback on the pull requests itself rather than you visualizing the feedback on this Visual Studio Code. So these are the four major enhancements I'm planning to make. There are no in no particular order that I'll do this first or that first. It can happen maybe this first or expand rule first. So these are in no particular order, but these are the four major things that I am planning to cover soon, maybe this year itself. And then let's talk about customization. So for customization, I'm not going to dive deeper because that requires maybe another session, but I'll give you some hints. So as you can see, all the rules, MSTP rules are listed in this rules directly, maximum of them alphabetical wise. So if you see this accessibility terms, cloud computing, and all these sort of things. So if you say, for example, if you want to you make this if you are not using Microsoft manual style of technical publications, just a sec. Okay, so these are all the rules alphabetical wise that I have A, B, C, D, F, similar to what we have in the style guide. So say for example, security terms. So you are not using Microsoft manual style of technical publications, and you are using this Chicago Manual or IBM or any other supplementary style guide that your organization has. What you can do, you can create these Python files, or you can edit these existing Python files. So as you can see over here, this is security terms. So there is a rule one, like use sign in instead of login or log on. And then we have some kind of coding over here. Let me word wrap it. So this is the code. Now you have to update this code as per your, say suppose your organization wants you to use login. So you have to update this code to ensure that it checks for login. If it finds sign in, it flags it and checks suggests you that you have to use login. So you have to manually go ahead and update the code yourself, so that every time you upload a new content, it checks for your particular style guide. There are many other things like keyboard shortcuts. So while documenting, you may be using your supplementary style guide or any other style guide, and there is a rule like use then to indicate sequential key presses. But your supplementary style guide says don't use then you have to basically condition it out, delete this rule or whatever you want. So basically this is how you can customize it. You can customize the existing files, you can create your own files, .py files, and but just ensure they are inside these rules folder, because that's where it will be picked up. So this is a bit about customization. It's not very tough. All you have to do is use any of the existing did say for date and time, use any of the existing files. Say for example, your supplementary guide has a section on date and time. Use date and time file I mean to say open date and time file here and find the relevant rule. If it is there, good. If it's not there, add one. So currently for date and time, I have around 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 rules. Maybe in your supplementary style guide says, no, you have to add, I mean to say there is one more rule. So you can write rule 11 and then codify it. And the coding is coming to the coding, it's very generic. it may look tough at first place, but you will find everything is matching, like a 0 minutes matches. I mean to say it's like sequential, wherein you have a key and relating values and if else statement. If else for loops, everything, everywhere. Only these two kinds of statements are there: if else, for loops. That's it. So if you do not have knowledge on if else statements or for loops, there are multiple sources from which you can get this information. So if you have information on if else and for, that's all you need to
And
modify or
yeah,
create these rules.
and if we run into any kind of issues with this coding, we can always take help of any one of the AIs out there, right? It should
Yep,
normally
yep,
generate
yep.
the code for us, right? I mean, it shouldn't
Yes,
be a problem.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, sir. So this is it. This is all about the tool, how it works, future enhancements, future planning. Let me know.
Gaurav, I have another question. So,
Mhm,
when you were feeding the Microsoft rules into the RapidDoc checker, right?
mhm.
So, did you like which architecture did you use? Did you use the what should I say, the vector database concept, or did you just fine tune your uh, LLM?
So there is no database that I have used. There are no databases. There are no hidden stuffs. What I did was I used Flask and Python. Only these two things.
Mhm.
And in Flask we have multiple packages, libraries that support these kind of initiatives. Like there is one Spacey. So and uh, then there is one. Web core. So these kind of packages and libraries are there who support visualizing the content, of getting feedback from the content, comparing your content with other stuff. So there are over I think 50 odd packages, I guess. Let me see.
So it's not like any LLM is picking up content
No, no,
from
no,
the
no. There is no
MSTP. Mhm.
na 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 na. There is no LLM.
Okay,
So
okay.
there are over
Interesting.
48.
Yeah, this is just, I mean, all we can understand is this is just comparing an existing MSTP to the content that you are uploading. That's all. I
Yes,
mean,
yes. There is no
there is no
LLM.
AI playing out here. I mean, instead of we going through the 3000 page MSTP, the tool is giving that comparison to us. That's all.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
And in future, when we upgrade it to ensure that suggests sentences as well, which are compatible with the MSTP, we again are not going to use any of the things which require internet. So if we use say for example, I want to go with what DeepSeek has done. They have created their repository within Hugging Face infrastructure. So that's what I'll be planning. Like so that anyone who has access to the repository, they can clone it and run it locally without any kind of third-party
Okay.
infrastructure,
Okay.
so that
So,
the
hmm.
privacy concerns are not there.
Okay. So now when you also mentioned that, right, like you're planning to, make this as an extension. So that
Mhm.
means this tool can be integrated with any of the writing tools, right? Should that be possible?
Any of the writing tools, I won't comment
Like
to that, but
Oxygen,
yes,
XMetal,
Visual
yeah.
Studio Code, it will be compatible because I know the process, how to make
Mhm.
the plugin inside Visual Studio Code. For others, maybe we can think about it. I have not
Yeah, I was just
thought
thinking
like.
because if I am to integrate this tool or add this tool as a plugin to my writing tool, so in that case, probably I would need internet, right? It would not be
Mhm.
offline.
Sorry, could you please come again? I missed
Yeah,
what you were saying.
sorry. What I meant was, say, for example, if I integrate this rapid doc checker with my editing tool, right?
Mhm.
And so in that case, probably it would not be offline, right? I would need internet connection.
If you integrate, the way I have visualized is currently, see, if we talk about the current scenario, you don't need internet. If
Right.
I make a plugin and you go to Visual Studio Code, download, say for example, you install, this is the RapidDoc plugin or extension, you install it. Once it gets installed, you can remove the internet or whatever thing you have, and still it will work. Like all the extensions in Visual Studio Code work. Now, is that possible using Oxygen? I'm not sure, that I have to check. But with
Okay,
Visual
okay, got
Studio
it.
Code, it is
Mm-hmm.
possible to remove
Okay,
everything, internet connection, and still the plugins will work for you.
okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, yep.
Gaurav, Manjunath here. I had one small question. I mean, how are you handling the enhancements that these guys make, the MSTP, the IBMs, and the Chicago Manual Style? I mean, they would be releasing it once in a year or once in 6 months, the enhancements, right?
hmm So that's a good question, and actually, we technical writers are very good on this. So there is a document which is called release notes. So if you go to Microsoft Manual Style of Technical Writing, they have their release notes with all the updates that they have made for that particular release. So if you review that release notes, they give a link to the section of the document that they have updated or new rules that they have added. So it's very easy to be precise. You just go ahead, review the release notes. It takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes to read through. And if there are any relevant updates that you think this tool needs to have, just codify it and update it. So it's
Okay,
very
got
easy,
it.
kind of,
Yeah,
it's not very hectic.
yeah. So yeah,
If
it depends on
if
it.
tomorrow, yeah, if tomorrow Microsoft says that we won't be releasing release notes, then it becomes difficult because then you
Exactly,
have to
that
go.
that
Yeah.
that is where I that is where I also came from. But anyway, right now it's once in a year, so shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, but
Yep, 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 yep.
So, Gaurav, say for example, there can be changes in the Microsoft Style Guide, right? So, how
Mhm.
does your tool cater to those changes and makes sure that the latest rules are applied to the content?
So, currently it's manual. I have to go to the like Manjunath was saying that I have to go to the release notes. I have to visually see what all changes they have made, and then accordingly update this tool. So, currently this tool is updated with what they have uh, till I guess January 15th, 2025. So till January 15th, 2025, whatever they have inside Microsoft Manual Style of Technical Publications, we have that inside our repositories in a codified format. Now, what if they make a change on Feb 1st or Feb 2nd? I don't think I'll be going to make those changes. Or add those changes in this visual this repository soon, because I have other plans. But there is one more tool that I am developing. Hopefully it will I'll be presenting it soon in this platform itself, which basically what it does is it reviews the code that are there in GitHub or GitLab. And once it reviews your code, it finds it reviews the documents and your code. So if there are any kinds of gaps in your documentation, it immediately flags those gaps and asks you to update the content based on the code that a developer has written. So it's kind of um, a tool that will help me managing this tool better, because once that gets implemented and the process is automated, then anything that happens with respect to Microsoft Manual Style of Technical Writing, I'll be getting notified, like I have to update this section because there are some changes to the guide, and it will be in real time. So currently I manually check the release notes, but once that thing is in place, um, I think by May or June this year, the entire process will be automated, and the writing style guide will always be current with respect to this, or say RapidDoc will always be current with respect to MSTP or any other tool that you have, any other style guide that you have.
That's great. Good to know, Gaurav. Thanks.
Okay, Gaurav. So, yeah, as we are approaching the closing time, so people, any more questions? Anyone else? If no questions, how did you feel about it? Were you able to try it?
Yeah, I was able to accomplish the the tasks end to end. I mean, but then again, I'll have to kind of check the recording once again, do all those things. But it was really a good session, kind of a first time session where I'm attending this one. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is pretty exciting, and I think this gives a lot of probably it encourages a lot of you also to do something. For the
Yeah,
time being, I think what Gaurav has mentioned before to me also, so I would like to highlight Gaurav. So, yep, you all can use what he has shared and go ahead and practice. But those of you who are probably, who want to go beyond just being a user, maybe you can help him a bit also because he is looking for contributors also. Okay, right, Gaurav? So
Yes, Puneet,
if,
thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing that point up.
yeah,
So, any of you who are interested in contributing or developing this tool, so this is not my tool. I'm not having any kind of copyright or proprietorship over it. You just go ahead and create a PR, add your own suggestions, make this own this tool basically, and because ultimately we are going to benefit out of it. So if you have any suggestions, you want to add any rules with respect to MSTP, like, okay, this rule is missing, or you forgot to add this rule, okay, this rule is very stringent, maybe we can liquid make it less stringent, something on these lines. So basically you can add those kind of feedback. We will work together and make this rule great, make this tool great, so that it's basically it fits to everyone's needs. So that's my vision. Is currently it supports MSTP. We talked about a bit about customization, but you have any other thoughts, contributions, you are welcome to contribute. And yeah, thank you so much, Puneet, for bringing that up.
yeah,
and we
sure. But
and
yes,
we can
Manju,
reach out to you, right? I mean, if at all there is a need, we can reach out to Gaurav, right? I mean,
Yes,
of
yes, you
yeah,
course,
can
yeah,
reach out.
yeah, 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 yeah,
you can
yeah,
reach out to him
yeah,
directly. His LinkedIn profile is also there
yeah.
on the event page. Plus, he is there in the groups also. Plus, for this specific thing, because this is about a tool, as we have topic-based community for different groups, for different topics. So we have a group inside that called tools. So maybe all of you can join there, and I hope probably Gaurav is there also. So you can ask. So the discussions remain focused. So tool-related discussions. So you can do that in a group, or else of course you can directly ping him and do that. And so because this contributor factor, I am pretty excited about this. Reason is, yes, see, look, right now, I mean, we all are technical writers. We do product documentation. Some of you do API documentation. Yeah, you are writers, but then the need of the hour is to get more technical, right? So none of us can deny it, and none of us can say, oh, just English is our savior, right? So now Gaurav has done something good, really great from our perspective, because very few of us can really go ahead and create something, right? Now he has set up a platform. Those of you who feel comfortable in with this, or even if you don't feel comfortable, probably you want to try your hands. So you have a person in Gaurav, you have some other people also, use that opportunity, get going. That's what. So I am also, like Gaurav is looking for contributor, I would be also more happy if people are going and sharing feedback, trying it out and doing something that helps you also as a writer, right? And of course, like Gaurav mentioned, so this is for the community. He has kept it open, free. Yes, he has built it, but he has kept it free. And of course, there will be improvisations based on the time and all. So together, you can do some help, and together you can come up with something.
Yeah,
So
thank you, Puneet. Thank you, Gaurav, for the wonderful session. So my next question was this only, like I don't know Python, I don't know, certain things. So is there anything else that until I know Python, is there anything else that I can help with? I will be happy to do that. So you can, matlab, eh, I'm sure there are multiple things that you might be doing with the tool, even the documentation or any other stuff that you need help with. So,
Sure. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for coming forward. So basically, you can test the tool out if you have some time. You can test it for many aspects. Accessibility of the tool. Are there any ideas on how we can more relevantly present the feedback? How we can integrate with other things? So concentrating on the testing part also helps, because what currently I do is develop, test, and upload it myself. I mean to say, upload to the repository. But if you can test it out, it will be wonderful for me as well. It will be of great help. So thank you so much. And it ultimately boils down to the time. If you have some time, yeah, it's good if you can do something for the community. So
mm,
yeah, thank you so much.
yeah, I understand that. I will definitely try. And, today I could not follow your steps completely because there was some login issue. I was working on a new system, but definitely I will give it a try again and get in touch with you in case I can help you out with something. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah.
great. And this thing reminds me about like what Jyoti mentioned. So some of you may not have been able to follow completely. Probably some of you joined late or maybe something. But the recording has all the steps and everything Gaurav has explained. Everything is there. So my suggestion is, and this is just a suggestion, okay, for all of you. So probably in these steps, what Gaurav has followed, in case, even after recording, you are facing any challenge, my recommendation is to use the documentation tools group. But yes, if you directly want to reach out to Gaurav, we are not stopping. Directly go there. My only thing is there may be some basic hiccups where if you mention in the group from this audience also, some of us will be there, and maybe without Gaurav also, at least with those basic steps, we can help so that the communication is faster. But yeah, number one, feel free to follow Gaurav, and he has a wonderful website also. That link is also there, I think, on the event page. So do that. And someone who is doing a great job, we should be able to, follow the person and do it ourselves also. So, yep, thank you so much, Gaurav, for doing this. And it was amazing. And I hope we take it to the next level together in your guidance.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Thank you so much, Puneet. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in on the Saturday morning. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Good day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Good
Thank
day. Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.